All right, welcome to the front video. First tutorial of hopefully many to come. This is going to be a tutorial on basically good efficient ways to set up your crop plots and do some farming so that way you can actually get nice plants going. Something similar to what I built here. This is the more advanced one with a nice irrigation system for temperature control and humidity and just overall nice general size. But we're going to go over here. We're going to start just a basic one first to show you a nice simple way. We're going to use basic resources, wood and stuff. You can use the crop plot without sprinklers, but it grows slower. Same with fertilizer. It still will grow, but it takes a little time. But at least this way, I'm going to show you once you get to the point that you can build a sprinkler, all you're going to need is a sprinkler and a dew collector and some wooden foundations and small crop plots, which are really easy to make fairly early in the game. So no worries. So basically, this is a very simple thing we're going to do here. We're going to just create, these are the wood foundation 2x2s. So we're just going to create 4 of them, just like that. So basically, I found that one sprinkler can sprinkle an entire area like this up to 16 small crop plots. So very efficient. You're not using a lot of resources. You don't have to worry about tons of piping and water. Honestly, for this, as long as you keep the dew collector elevated, you don't even need to worry about, using any power. So we're going to put the sprinkler right there in the middle. And really all we need to do now, take our crop plots. And this is just a little bit of manual placement, doesn't really snap, but you just want to make sure, you place it. And of course, every time I place it, it asks if I want to rotate. So I have to kind of double click. So give me a second for the slow fun part, just to show you that. There we go. I'll pause the video and come back when this is all complete. One moment. All right, here we are. I just put the crops down. Uh, you know, myself, I'm a little perfectionist. I'm sure some of you are as well. So you're not going to get them perfectly because they don't snap, but that is perfectly fine. So we have 16 small crop plots here placed on the foundation. You don't have to use the foundation, but as you see, the grass kind of clips through. So I at least like to have some elevation because when the crops are growing, it's hard to tell this and that. But all we have, as long as you place your sprinkler first, you can do this. If you don't place the sprinkler first, you can't place it on the small crop plot. So simple as that. But what we're gonna do, come over here just to the side. We just want to quickly grab some foundations and let's do something like this. Let's see, we'll do that. And I forgot, I gotta build myself a floor as well. We will get that going. Basically what I'm doing is I'm making a platform to have my dew collectors sitting up top. That way we have a higher elevation of the dew collector, um, and the dew collector will collect water and you'll create a pipe to connect down to the sprinkler. If you have the dew collector on ground level, you will need a turbine because, think of gravity. It's flowing downwards to create the pressure. If it's the same level or below, you need an actual turbine or the actual, what's it called, the pump to actually push the water through and help the sprinkler out. But doing it this way allows no extra wiring and extra stuff being built. It's a very simple, easy thing. Let me just build us a staircase up there so it's easier to get there, because that's important. Apparently I can't do that. I guess the way the ground is, that's right, we could jump up there. Easy enough for the quick bit. So let me grab my dew collector. Dew collector, rotate it for the outer pump being that way, just because I like making things look pretty. We have our dew collector that will start creating water soon. And I forgot the other thing you do need is the water toolkit. Very easy to make, iron ingot, rubber, polymer, a little bit later, but I think that was what, level 20 maybe or something. It's not too bad to make that. So all we need to do now is just grab this. We're making a pump. This is kind of a line you could place wherever, but to make it look pretty, I like to at least put it on a ground level, kind of hide it in between things. There's our pipe. All I'm doing is just left clicking to kind of create the pieces so that way it kind of, you can click as many times as you want. As long as you're within, I think they have a 50-meter maximum distance they can go. And there we go. So now we have a nice hydraulic pressure, a flow, and this is sprinkling. And with this, it will actually water even these later ones. So that is that. And the simple of cropping, crop placement, as I'm sure you know, is simple enough. We just select it and we just grab it all, put it in, and that's our farm. You can already see if I hover over it, moisture is going up. Let's go over here, make sure they didn't update anything since I last did this. Yep, moisture's still going up. All in the far corner. Yep, we have moisture level. So this is all you need for a simple yet advanced crop plot. A little bit later in the early part of the game to have something nice going for you. You can have tons of crops, do all that perfect stuff. So that's that. I'm going to show you the other one real quick. Give me a second. I'm going to pause. I'm going to build just a base foundation like that to kind of show you the gist, and then we'll go over what's going on with it. Be right back. All right, back here now. I just did a basic, again, 2x2, 4 of these for a plot. I put a foundation. I put some stairs up because we're going to need to access that soon. Just to make this look pretty, what I decided to do is I use walls. And as you know, you can right click on a wall and select what you want. So I'm going to left click on the open wall because I think this looks great for a nice open bit. You can use windows if you want. I mean, depending on how your base is, how it's protected or whatnot. Let's just pretend that this base, there's walls around, it's protected, there's nice areas, bigger buildings and stuff. But for right now, I'm just going to do this because I just think it looks great as that nice little effect of things. So there we go. That's that. I actually forgot. I'm going to need some more floors, so let me just build those real quick. Let's see. I think 12 should be good. Actually, I'm going to need more than that as well. All right, so that's that. So we're going to come up here real quick just to try to speed this up so I don't bore you with too much talking here. We're going to make some platforms because we're going to need these for our dew collectors. Perfect. That should be good. And for the floor, we're going to actually turn this into the wood open floor. So that way we can actually create this nice little effect. It's going to allow for nice sunlight, still some potential blockage, so it's not going to be full light, but mostly. Let's get that going. I'll wait a second while that's actually creating. For now, I'm just using the huge crop plot, but we can of course use just small crop plots, same thing we did before, but just to do this quickly, just to show you, let's put that right about there. So huge crop plot. In the center, same kind of thing, except this time we're not using the sprinkler on the ground. We're going to actually be using it up above. Let me see, we got more of these built. And while that's still apparently building more, there we go. There's the other ones. Nice and simple. Gotta love nice snapping tools. I'll wait a second for that one to finish. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to take my sprinklers. This time I have 5 sprinklers built. And we are going to center these. Where is my center? There's my center. Sprinkler there. We're going to do the 4 corners as well. There we go. That's all set and done. Come up here. We're going to place, I should have made 5 dew collectors, or actually more than what I did, but I only made a couple. Just to at least show you. And for now, I mean, it might just work with what I have, but I think eventually the water will actually run out and it will not do what we want it to. So I need to grab my water toolkit, water tool pack, and same thing again. I'm going to grab onto that. This time I'm not worried about how pretty it looks. Just want to at least show you how it's going to be. We'll connect this one to that. Grab the next output, put it to that intake, and we'll do this one on that. Perfect. And we'll go to the next one. Select that intake, select that output, and put that there. This is nice because this way we don't need any actual power because it's not too bad and easy to make. But this way we don't have any turbines. The dew collectors are still technically above the sprinklers, so therefore gravity takes effect. You see, since I have the tool out, it shows the way the water's flowing. But now we have a nicely populated greenhouse, similar effect to what we did before, but if you want it to actually look pretty, you can have multiple layers. I don't have to do this. You could have just used regular floors. I could have put the sprinklers there, done the same thing. The pipes connect through the floors. It doesn't matter. I could have turned these into more crop plots and have a multiple layer high decor version of a massive greenhouse. That way, if you really want to organize and have, let's say, like your corn on the bottom and your wheat on the top, and then on a higher level, you have your ferns and your sugar. So that's that. But yeah, this is the basic of what I wanted to show you of two fairly easy to build, not too cost efficient, or not too bad to actually build and create, just all wooden stuff. Uh, nice, simple stuff. So that's that. Hope you like it. Cheers.